In this video, I'm going to be discussing 9 fun things to do while on psilocybin mushrooms. Now, if you want a more comprehensive guide of all kinds of different things that you can do, as well as tips for beginners who are just getting started with magic mushrooms, from all the ins and outs of when to take magic mushrooms, how to take them, how much to take them, and precautions to take, and so much more, feel free to check out my ebook in the descriptions below for all that and more. So to get started, my first favorite thing to do on magic mushrooms is to get out in nature. In our modern society, we are deprived of nature. And it's through mushrooms and taking mushrooms that you feel so deeply connected, not only to yourself, not only to others, but also nature as well.
All right, this is a lesson I wanted to do on the nigga bitch. Uh, I'm gonna be a little unfiltered, so I probably will upload this on BitChute, and I'll probably upload some more videos on BitChute. Um, just tired of always having to watch my words and do a video and then I can't upload it because there's a copyright strike on a portion of the video and I just wasted, 30, 40 minutes making a video and editing it for absolute nothing. You know, you know, that's neither here or there, just just me grieving a little bit. But I wanted to say this is one of the types of NBs that you will encounter. It is the new age nigga bitch. She she does mushrooms. And a lot of times they'll either promote it or won't even hide it, or if they're not even hiding it, they're just not necessarily like they might not necessarily hide it, but they're not necessarily showing everybody. But then sometimes you'll see that yeah, they into to mushrooms, and these are some keys that you'll see that a lot of these NBs, these new age uh type, have in common. Notice how she said they like to be outside. How many nigga bitches do you know that enjoy the outdoors? All right. Scripture says Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. We like to be inside. Uh, uh, Being outside, that's more so a Edomite type of activity, you know. But that alone isn't one. But likes to be outside. She's in the stones. Uh, the locks. That's a big one. That's a big one. If she likes being outside, she have locks because locks, that's natural hair. You can't put a sew in weave on locks. You know, she can't put some Brazilian bundles in some locks. So, you know, that natural hair, like being outside, you know, into stones, chances are she's going to be into these mushrooms. And there's all types of demons that come along with that. And we're going to explore some of these demons, that come along with it. Women who are into that, satanic practice. We're not supposed to be eating no magic mushrooms or psychedelic mushrooms. That's not what we do here. You know, you have the ones that go into the tree of life of good and evil, especially the ones, a lot of these NBs that I'm talking about, these nigga bitches, they be into zodiac sign, that tree of knowledge of good and evil. You know, following after these other nations and their practices, doing what they do, tarot cards, all this type of stuff. And here it is, you looking at some of these women, damn, she's fine. She takes good selfies. You know, she might even dress somewhat modest, or at least she has a modest side where she knows when how to switch in between being a hoe. And a lot of them low key be sex workers too, straight up having OnlyFans or being a fucking stripper. Uh, Even so far as having sugar daddies, selling pussy online. A lot of them, you know, they believe in this divinity and stuff like that. You have one famous tattoo a lot of these nigga bitches have. If you ever see like underneath their breasts, they'll have a woman, and it'll have wings spread, and one wing over the left titty, or one wing under the left titty, one wing under the right titty, and uh, that's basically Isis, which is an Egyptian deity, supposed to be the god of fertility. In Babylon, if I'm not mistaken, Babylon, or maybe Assyria, maybe possibly both. But that same deity has another name. Same deity, but Ishtar. It's the same demon. It's the same spirit. Uh, that is also in the scriptures. Uh, Actually, matter of fact, let me back up on that because it can be kind of confusing how I explain this. But Ishtar is basically where you get Easter. Easter is really the worship of Ishtar. She was a fertility god. Easter is a bunny laying eggs. You know, that's being fertile. Bunnies, as we know, do not lay eggs. You know, so really, it's a worship of Ishtar in disguise. And a lot of these women know what the hell that they do, what they doing. You know, so these women, well, they're into mushrooms. They're into this law of attraction. They're into the universe. Uh, they're into the natural locks. You know, but we just focus on the outward appearance right now, which is, you know, those natural locks. Because not one thing about a NB, when she have natural locks, either she's a dyke lesbian, or she's one of those I'm call myself spiritual type women. And the only way you can be spiritual is be in the laws, statutes, and commandments. For we know the law is spiritual. That's in Romans chapter 7. But you got some of these women that just straight up, you know, they're into all type of, you know, spirits and demonic vibrations and stuff like that. Let's get back into some of this other stuff, because we're going to get into another portion, which is, you know, music. You know, those hippie festivals and stuff like that. They used to play music. Now let me stop right here.
Okay, these mushrooms.
Oh, wait, go that way.
These mushrooms are just.
Oh yeah, no, you got to get the 10th Street. I mean, I think
These
if
are
you
the
walk
real
down,
deal. Like I am.
Wait, lift your camera. Okay, okay. If you walk.
Okay, so I tried to edit this clip to the best of my ability to kind of explain to you what my vision looked like, but I want you to envision this, but not as blurry everywhere else. Like, things were clear, but when you look at like a tree, the tree is what has this blurry motion blur effect on it. I say all the time, it's like when you used to take a picture on like those old digital cameras when we were younger, and like the subject would move, like say someone moved their hand and you could see the phases of their hand like in the shot. That is what my vision is like on mushrooms. And it's not like that for absolutely everything, but for things that's like in the distance, that's what it seems like.
The third thing to do on mushrooms is to listen to music or listen to live music. Music sounds so different on mushrooms. You pick up all kinds of things that you might not have heard otherwise in like a sober mind frame, or maybe even while drinking.
And I noticed how she said listening to music, and she said also she made mention to especially live bands. Uh, one of the things I want to work out on myself is actually being more self-conscious on the music that I listen to. Music has spirits on it. Instruments, can invoke spirits. There was used to be a band that would play when we go to war to hype us up. You know, you have some people that get hyped up to kill a fellow Israelite by listening to Chief Keef or Lil Durk. Those music have spirits on it. Those you got some brothers that do drugs and they tapping into other spirits that me and you don't hear or resonate with when we're just sober minded. We listen to a Chief Keef song or a Lil Durk song. All right, it's nice or whatever, or it's maybe you like the instrumentals that's being used, or maybe it's a catchy song or something like that. Somebody else, they high on drugs, they get a whole different vibe from that song. And it's not just mushrooms, but people that's on fentanyl, because some of these rappers be writing their music while they're high, so they're invoking those demons to help them write lyrics. And then you got other people who are on those same drugs that artist was on when he wrote those lyrics, and now those spirits, the song then opened up a portal to allow those demons hop on them, and he already got those demons having a demon party over there. And then there's some songs I'm sure, like me and other people, you like, I don't know why people like this. This song sounds kind of stupid, but it's real popular because you don't know what other people are hearing and experiencing when they on these drugs. There's a reason why drill music is uh caters to such a low vibrational people who often do drugs. I don't listen. I don't do drugs. I mean, I don't listen to drill music. Every now and then, there's a song that might help you to get through a workout in the gym or whatnot. But there's other people they getting hyped off of that same song for other different reasons. We're not supposed to be like these other nations. Say what's wrong with smoking weed? What's wrong with doing this? All right, you opening the portal of the demons. There's real demons with smoking weed. And also I wanted to say too about with these uh mushrooms that she's talking about taking. There's this yearly festival, and it's in Roxbury, Michigan. If I'm not mistaken, uh I believe it's on the western side of Michigan, maybe western, maybe central, I don't know, but I'm almost certain it's not on the east side of the state of Michigan. I believe it's over there. It's like the western. And notice, and this is a little video clip of it. They're in the forest. They're out in nature. You got live bands. Now, I'm just gonna go out on a limb. I don't know, and I probably research it afterwards. I guarantee you these crackers are on shrooms, LSD. What's some of the other drugs that hippies used to use? Smoke weed. I guarantee you, you'll you'll be hard pressed to find somebody sober in there. You notice you'll see some nigga bitches in that festival. You'll see all types of stuff. And this is the festival that they have. It's called the Electrical, I think, Forest Festival or something like that. And I'm sure if they don't have them in other states, I'm sure they have a different word for a different type of concert or whatever, and they just call it something else. But they doing the same stuff. I promise you that. I know that for a fact without even researching it up. They like to be out in the forest. You got some NBs that they like being out in the forest. They talk to trees and stuff like that. Man, and look at this. If you the white woman that's talking, we all, oh man, she fine, claim, claim, claim. You don't know what the hell type of demons. You don't want to nut in this bitch, have a kid with her, and all of a sudden, oh man, she a demon, man. She won't let me see my kids. She won't, and also she teaching your kids all types of stuff, and you got a man child, and you want to teach your child the law, statutes, and commandments, and maybe you didn't work out, and maybe y'all got a co-parent, and you got a co-parent with a demon like this. That you know, hey, do whatever you want to do. Be a hedonist, live life free and abundantly, and the universe and law of attraction, and if you want to be gay, that's fine. Do whatever you like, and you gotta. It's a struggle. It would be a struggle to raise your child correctly, and you got this demon teaching your kid that. That's why a woman is supposed to be under subjection to a man. Man, some of you brothers that it's a true blessing that you ain't getting some of these women pregnant. You got some women that smoke weed with the baby, and they don't even think it's a problem. It's of the earth, and I bet there's some women that do shrooms. Matter of fact, I know it, and they feel that there's nothing wrong with that. Man, just look. If you just look to see what's going on in this place, look what's going on. You got live bands playing. A whole bunch of hippie white people walking around in the forest. They at home. Electric Forest Festival 2022. This is what this is. They right at home. That's why we supposed to be separate, be ye holy, separate, set apart. This is what these other nations do. If they want to smoke shrooms and stuff like that, hey man, what's that? Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice, O Edom. This is their kingdom. They supposed to do all types of LSD and crack cocaine and fentanyl, and I know it's some more hardcore acid. Uh, I know I gotta be missing some more paint thinner, whatever the hell. Man, white. That's one thing white people know how to. They know how to get the high off of fucking anything. And you got artists that they won't perform unless they are high off of drugs. You got people going to these concerts, these live bands, all types of demons. What you had a Travis Scott concert, didn't it? I think like people get trampled or stampede and died. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. Man, you got to really watch out for these NBs. NBs, you might think, oh yeah, I know not to do that. She's just a nigga bitch, and I'm just gonna fuck, or hey, all right, you know, you messing with this woman, and all of a sudden the condom break, or your pull-out game is weak, and you knock her up. That's what you got to deal with. This is what you're gonna have to deal with. Whether y'all living together and y'all co-parenting, or y'all apart and co-parent, but you're gonna have to co-parent with this woman. You know, boy, watch out for these women. This nigga woman spirit is real. You know, heavy into new age witchcraft and all this type of stuff. Man, just be careful of a nigga bitch when you see her. She's out. She likes outdoors. She does mushrooms. And the thing about mushrooms, people think that if even Esau has like doing mushrooms is like one of the least, like out of all the type of drugs, like level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, 5, how many levels it go up to. Mushrooms is not seen as being bad because it's not addictive, like how crack, heroin, or other stuff like that is. And what is it? It's nature. It's of the earth, just like how weed is. It's of the earth, you know. Uh, and also, um, I don't think you can really can overdose on mushrooms. I'm sure if I do more research, there's people who say bad things happen when they take too much, but I don't think like you about to like fall out, pass out, and go be rushed to the ER because you overdosed on mushrooms. You need a bottle of Narcan to wake you up. So it's seen as no, but you got all types of spirits and demons and different type of spirits and demons. So one person, their testimony might be different than another person's testimony of what happened. Another person, they take mushrooms, and it might actually calm them down. That might actually be a true testimony. But the side effects, just like you take some drugs, some medicine, get rid of a headache, and all of a sudden you got erectile dysfunction. They got a whole set of other problems, and the demons that be jumping on these women. Like I said, a lot of them be into sex work too. You know, they believe in the divine femininity. That's another one. When women are heavily into feminism, and they're not going to straight up just say they're into feminism. You actually have to know what some of the tenets of first, second, third, and fourth wave feminism are, and see if they hold on to some of these beliefs, and if they carry and conduct themselves like that. They feel that you got some of these women who uh, take their period blood, and you know, there's teachings about your period blood has magic powers, and the moon spells and stuff like that. And man, a lot of these women ain't gonna straight up just tell you they into this stuff because they know it's taboo. So they'll like keep it on the hush hush, on the low, and they might just say, "Oh yeah, I do mushrooms or I smoke weed," because it's socially acceptable to do weed. It's socially acceptable to some people to do mushrooms. But don't believe that's where it stops. It's just mushrooms and smoking weed. Trust me and believe all these other activities the bitches in, it'll be eye opening to you.
State of presence and amplified joy, just in this momentum of now. Pure experience and learning through the experience of what the nuances of today bring. Just focused on this day, focused on this time.
I encourage you to listen to music. Music can really take you through like emotional stages too. When music is building up and there's just like all of the instruments working in tandem to create something really beautiful, it can create something really beautiful out of your experience as well. You can find that you are laughing, crying, that you're processing stuff. So through listening to music, you can really enhance your experience. And even so, if you are listening to some live music, to see people strumming away, singing out loud, that in and of itself is a beautiful experience as well.
So, just reiterating again how, concerts and stuff like that is more amplified. And notice how, you saw all those lights. That could cause seizures. Flashing lights like that. I had a friend who couldn't play video games for that long because those lights and stuff like that coming from the TV, it would it wouldn't make him have seizures, but it would, mess with his head. You know, so that's, there's a very a scientific art to that.
I'm crying. Literally. Okay, shrooms does show like how you like it does. Okay, when you take shrooms, it does reflect on like what you're actually feeling on the inside. So if you're feeling happy, sad, etc., those emotions will begin to show. So me, I'm the type of person, like, it's not even that I'm sad, it's just that I'm very gentle. Like while I was like off the shroom, I said that to myself. I was like, I just feel like mad gentle right now. Like I'm a very gentle person, and I guess like I'm low-key emotional, as hard as it is to admit it, but I'm not like good at showing that. So that's another reason why I did do the shroom. I only do shrooms like once in a while. I can count on my fingers how many times I've done it. I've done shrooms in a total of 4 times, and I'm 21. So it's not something that I abuse or anything, and I don't think it's something that anybody should abuse, because it's, at the end of the day, it's still like a drug, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really too sure. I know it's psychedelic, but a lot of people are like, well, it's not good for you. That's another third. Like, but it says that it can cure depression and all that, but it's all about how you use it. So I did it yesterday, which was March 1st, and I feel like that was like the perfect time to do it because it was just kind of like a release. I released a lot of emotions that I had inside built up. Like literally I just kept crying, and I don't know if it was my song choices that I was listening to. I wasn't necessarily listening to sad music. I did start off by listening to The Weeknd, and then I was still listening to like other songs, just like vibey songs, but like I just was crying while painting. We were sitting by.
Like seriously, like what the fuck are we doing? Like she just said she wasn't even listening to sad music and she just started crying. That's demons, bro. That's demons that's hopping up on her. Got, a controlling grip and making her do stuff, and she thinks that it's spiritual and it's herself and it's her emotions and stuff like that. And now look at her. You got some brothers, you see her walk by, can't be like claim, claim, claim. And she might even conduct herself feminine and stuff like that. And she might not even show the side. Well, when I say show the side, I mean might not be as blunt and direct about why she feels the way she feels, and you know whatever towards you or how she feeling. Women have a hard time expressing their emotions already, and I imagine being on shrooms and stuff like that. Man, whatever. Hey man, there's songs that you play and kids will start crying just for no reason. They literally just start crying hearing the song. And she was talking about how she, painting and crying, and she's on shrooms. Man, that's a demon is basically controlling her and influence her to, make this. You know, she showed a picture of what she had did on shrooms. It just looked bugged out. And you know how many images that's in the media that are probably created under the influence of shrooms? I bet my last dollar that Slender Man little figure was created on shrooms. There's kids that see that and they start crying. I remember when I was a kid, I used to be afraid of hell of Tales from the Crypt, that little old skeleton, half dead cracker. I used to be afraid of that. This woman is she a grown ass woman talking about I'm crying on shrooms painting. That's bro, that's a heavy ass demon. And she got the tattoos that's invoking demon. Now this one actually don't have locks. She actually has a weave sew-ins, and that's another demons that I want to get into probably in another video later. The demons that's on a woman that is buying weave, and all those hair hat hooligans, acting the fool again. Hey, it's no coincidence you see hair, you know, being pulled out and weave and stuff like that. When these women be, getting all ratchet, it's like they have it's like they transform into a whole different person, man. Now imagine getting something like this pregnant, man. These demons that's on these women, man, this is a fearful thing. How you can be in this truth and you can bug out. Imagine being in the world and you already a bug out. And then you bugging out even more doing drugs, and you actually think you getting spiritually and more deeper. And then you looking at people who actually doing right and following the laws, statutes of God, and you looking at them like, oh, that's a white man's book, that's a white man's religion and stuff like that. And this is to control you because they don't want you to actually get into the herbs and mushrooms to get you to, man, you want to hold your conscience is seared with a hot iron. You can't get it out. 2 Timothy chapter 4. Man, it's a blessing that some brothers are not into some of these women that some brothers can't see through. Man, this rabbit hole goes deep, and I ain't, we're just going a little deeper down the rabbit hole than normal. But I'm not trying to go all the way deep down this rabbit hole. But there's so many type of demonic things that's associated, you know, with this lifestyle. You got a lot of homosexuals that do drugs. A homosexual smokes so much damn weed and invoking more demons. Imagine you got weed demons, you got mushroom demons, you got these lava, all these demons. And let me tell you something too about demons. Demons, sometimes demons don't like each other, and they fucking fight. They don't even get along. You know, you don't got angels that's just fighting each other. Hey man, I don't like you. Angels are. You got demons who some demons don't like other type of demons. You might have a deaf and dumb demon. Battling. Another type of demon. Sometimes you'll see if a person high off of LSD, he got demons on him. Another person high off of maybe LSD too, and they end up fighting. Demons just clashing together. And going at each other. Now imagine different type of demons jumping on another person. Because sometimes that Christian, that Christianity, that's those that white Jesus, that's a demon too. But there's sometimes a person can be on drugs and they get that white Caesar Borgia demon, and that demon will kick out those drug demons, and now you got another demon on you. So that white Caesar Borgia demon didn't like the drug demon. They done kicked them out, and you got a different type of demons on you. You think because you actually conquered this, addiction or whatever, that, yeah, this helped me beat this addiction, and I'll always pledge my allegiance to Caesar Borgia. You're the one that helped me kick it. They didn't, give their praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They prayed to white Jesus. They had that white Jesus image in his head, and that demon showed some signs and wonders, and all of a sudden that person is hailing white Jesus. Man, man, this is a very, very tight and narrow walk that we on, brothers. And like I said earlier, I want to get to the point where I can, fast for longer. I personally want to be able to fast for 30 days. Yahweh willing, I can do that. A water fast. Get to the point where I can cut out certain types of music. Because sometimes, some songs be stuck in my head. I'm like, man, I can't get this song stuck in my head. And because I can't get the song stuck in my head, I can't concentrate. I can't sit back and do videos. I can't sit back and meditate on a lesson to do with videos. Instead, I'm just, let me just put on the camera and just do a video on the lesson. And the spirit ain't even really on me, and I end up doing a lesson, and the spirit's not even on me. Versus when I'm sitting back and I'm meditating, I might meditate about 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and I'm in the spirit, or I saw a video and the brothers, inspired me to do a video, and the spirit is on me, and bam, I'm on. Like right now, the spirit's on me. It's just 12:30 in the morning over here in Michigan, so I know the spirit is on me to do this. But the song is stuck in my head. I can't get it out. And then, you don't even realize it's stuck in your head. Like, damn, wait a second. This song's stuck in my head. I can't even sit down and examine myself like I want to. I can't, hold my train of thought like I want to because this dumb, stupid ass song is stuck in my head. And it's so much easier to do because nowadays you got not walkie talkies, your headphones where you can listen to music on the go. Versus when you growing up, man, a lot of times people just chill on the porch, just do nothing. You just sit back, think. So many distractions nowadays. You got uh uh some songs that's actually used for torture. Yeah. Uh you play it on repeat and it tortures an individual because that song is stuck in your head and you can't even think, let's say you in the jail and you want to escape. You can't escape physically, but you escape mentally. You think about old thoughts, help you get through the day. Think about your family, think about your friends. You can't think about that stuff because this song is in your head and you can't escape it because you actually audibly you actually hearing it. You got songs like that. Play it for 8 hours, a person breaks. Turn it off. One of the songs is that meow song, that meow mix jingle uh for the cat commercial, the meow mix. Playing that song, have somebody go bug out, and playing Easy Street. I played Easy Street for a few minutes, and I could listening to that song, I could imagine and see how that song will torture you. I could understand, like, man, it's annoying the how loud it is, the tempo and everything. I can imagine, you know. Hey, so this is I want to conclude my lesson on this. Hopefully this has been edifying. Hopefully I wasn't too long-winded. You know, this is just something to help you brothers deal, what type of demons is out here also, but also, what type of nigga women are out here. I probably won't even title it that. This just helps being aware of the type of demons, because demons are attracted to women like a moth to a flame. They're the weaker vessel, and these demons, jump on women, no problem. On that note, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Akakwadash, double honors to the elders of GMS Rule Well. Peace and salutations and shalom, brothers.